is up, bros, and welcome to the All Bros podcast. I am Jonathan.
And I'm Caleb.
And we are a couple of aspiring filmmakers that love to watch and critique movies, but also enjoy a lot of it of the nerd life. This week on the podcast, we'll be talking about some Funko focus. Thanks to Funko, we now know certain suits that are going to be in a upcoming superhero film. So thanks for that.
Yeah, thanks. You're worse than Lego.
They are, for real though, and I never thought that could be possible.
I know, freaking Lego. They're the absolute worst. Like, they actually just spoiled some shit. Well, actually, Lego actually spoiled some of the shit that we're going to see before Funko did. So it's almost like Funko is just like, hey, you going to spoil some shit? Oh, well, me first.
Oh, shit. And then we'll also be talking about a certain comic book character finally getting their comic accurate costume in Funko Pop form, which I'm very excited about. And then we'll be moving into 4K Spotlight. We got two new movies that have already come out, but they are finally getting 4K releases. And one is in celebration of the sequel coming out next month. And then after that, we'll be jumping into Through the Wall. We got two trailers to talk about, which are ones that came out last week, but we just didn't get a chance to talk about them because we had Halloween Kills and Shang-Chi to talk about. And then after that, we will be jumping into our All Bros headliner, which will be our breakdown of the new Disney Pixar film, Luca.
Hells yeah.
So, what do you say we get started, Caleb?
Say, let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Hello, my name is Brooker, and I want to talk to you about my fun horror podcast called Autopsy of a Horror Movie. Each week, I will talk about a different horror movie through one or two ways. Either a kill grade episode, where I come up with a cool rubric to grade the kills in each movie. I'll talk about the style, the method, and how impactful it was on me. At the end of the episode, I'll rank all the kills and tell you which ones are my favorite and which ones I thought sucked. I do also like to get a little academic with the movies and do more of what I call a horror review. I will talk about what was good, what was bad, what types of psychological fears the movie plays off of, and what I thought was the scariest part of the movie, while also throwing in some interpretation and wacky theories for the movie. You can find my podcast anywhere you listen to podcasts, and new episodes come out on Tuesdays. Also, if you're a YouTube fan, these episodes are made available 48 hours early on my YouTube channel at Autopsy of a Horror Movie. Please be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at BruckerHorror, or email me at bruckerhorror@gmail.com to let me know your thoughts and interpretations, or if you have a movie request you'd like for me to do. Please rate, review, and subscribe, and I hope you get to enjoy the show.
All right, so, Caleb, would you like to tell the audience how much Funko spoiled Spider-Man No Way Home?
A pretty decent amount.
Yeah, they really did.
Yeah. I mean, come on. Guys, like, I thought we were over this shit.
Dude, the second comment on the Funko Pop Hunters, when they posted the picture of these certain pops, second comment says, "I'm so tired of Funko spoiling shit." Amen, brother. Amen.
Yeah, no joke. Dude, well, like, we haven't gotten anything for this movie. We haven't gotten promotional footage. We haven't gotten a teaser, we haven't gotten anything.
Literally, the only teaser that we got for this movie was when they did that thing where it was Tom Holland, Zendaya, and then I forget the guy that plays Ned, but they're like discussing like, oh, what is the third film going to be titled? They're not going to tell us because we always spoil shit. And then when they walk out the door, it says Spider-Man No Way Home. That was it.
Yeah. So, freaking dumb. Like, that's the only thing that we've gotten, and now we know, I would say 6 new items of stuff.
Yeah.
Because the only one that doesn't
yeah.
give anything away is, I would say, MJ.
True. Well, and I'd say the one above MJ, because honestly, isn't that the exact same suit from the end of
Far From Home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just with the wings attached to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
All right. So for those of you that don't want anything Spider-Man spoiled, we're just skip over a little bit.
yeah.
Maybe not a little bit, because I think we're going to be bitching about this for a hot minute.
Yeah. So like me, I don't know. Is like 5 minutes too much?
Yeah. Probably not enough. Knowing us.
Yeah. True.
Okay, so there were 6 figures in total released. Technically 7, but we'll discuss that here in a minute. So
Yes.
6 figures, 3 Spider-Men. Then we have a Ned, Doctor Strange, and an MJ. The MJ figure is just like a basic pose. The Doctor Strange one is interesting.
Considering he's wearing freaking. Okay, so he's wearing a winter coat and freaking winter boots.
Yeah, so it kind of makes me wonder if Spider-Man's going to run into him while he's like shoveling the yard or something, or shoveling the walkway.
Dude, that'd be so freaking funny.
That'd be
Oh my
hilarious.
gosh.
What makes this funnier is that he's wearing his cape.
Yeah, he's wearing his cape. He's wearing the oh my gosh, what is it called? It wears around his neck.
Oh, the Eye of Agamotto?
Yes, thank you. So, yeah, I really got to get some context for this Funko Pop. Because, wow.
Yeah, I'm trying to... Okay, I was just looking at some of the, like, his previous pop figures, because I just noticed the cape coming up really high on his head. So that tracks with all the other figures.
Okay, I was going to say.
It's interesting that he's wearing the Eye of Agamotto, because the Eye of Agamotto held the Time Stone, but the Time Stone got destroyed.
It's true.
So it's like, so they kind of will need to justify that a little bit.
He just can't let it go.
He's gonna be like the Big Lebowski, like it just pulls the whole outfit together.
Yeah, there we go. Bam.
All right, let's see. Okay, then next we got Ned. Nothing too special with this one, except he's wearing a
Letterman's jacket.
Yeah. What was the name of their school? Because on the school has an M.
Oh shit, I forgot.
And I thought I forget. Gosh, I was wearing the shirt earlier today, but I got food on it, so I changed my shirt.
Damn it, Caleb.
Yeah, I know. Let me see. Spider-Man.
School name? I don't know what else to search.
Oh, Midtown School of Science and Technology. Okay, so it could still be that tracks.
Okay.
So he is wearing like that varsity jacket. I'm wondering if he's like on a sports team now, or if that's like the jacket that they were wearing. Oh no, I was thinking like the academic triathlon people, or
weren't those all yellow?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, maybe
is he in some?
Maybe
sports
they're just
team?
like, oh, since you lost a shit ton of weight, Jacob I think it's Babylon or Babylon. I think it's Babylon. We're gonna make you play sports. Bam, there we go.
Yeah, interesting. Super cool.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that Ned's finally getting a Funko Pop. It's about damn time.
Has he not had one? I would have sworn he got one in Far From Home.
No, this is the first Ned Funko Pop as far as I'm concerned.
What? That's lame.
Let me double check. Yeah, I'm very shocked that this is his first. I feel that's like unfair to the man in the chair.
Yeah, no joke.
Yeah, so he had a mystery mini, but yeah, he never got a actual Funko Pop from Far From Home.
Dude, what a bummer.
I know, that's some bullshit.
That's some straight up bullshit. All right, and then the three Spider-Man figures. So the first one we have is the Far From Home gliding outfit, which is super dope.
Oh yeah, I love this one.
Yeah, I love that pose. Yeah, nothing too much to talk about with that one, just because it's a figure that we've seen before, or at least the outfit is just not that pose. So the two that I want to talk about, there's a black suit Spider-Man with gold webbing, and then there's another like Stark Tech suit. It looks like.
It does. Like honestly, I feel the Stark Tech one has way too much going on, because literally instead of it being a spider in the middle, it looks like he now has a arc reactor.
Dude, it totally does. Like no joke. So my theory with this gold one, or with the black and gold, because I have some things to say about the other one. The black suit with the gold webbing, I'm wondering if, I doubt that's a new suit. Like I highly doubt that, because that would be at least 3 suits that he'd be wearing throughout this. And I'm calling bullshit.
Fair.
So my money is that this is a camo.
Okay. Oh, so it's just camo?
I'm thinking it's like a nighttime camouflage or something with
like a night monkey.
Yeah, kind of. Okay. Just because, like, if you look at the, it looks like the Far From Home suit. It's just the colors are swapped.
No, that's very true.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. It's like a camo. And like all the design patterns are the same. Like with Spider-Man on the Far From Home suit, his fingertips are red, and then he has like kind of a gauntlet going up his arm that's black. And then on this suit, like the black suit, it's the same color, but it looks like he has black fingertips, and then that gauntlet's gold.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm wondering if this is maybe, like I said, I'm thinking it's like a camo version, like a camouflage function of the Far From Home suit. The only other thing that I could think of is that maybe something happens while he's being transported to another dimension, and his suit completely changes colors.
I mean, either way, I'm actually stoked to see this one in person, because I actually love this coloring.
It's pretty cool. Like, I think I saw someone say that they thought it was Miles Morales, and I'm like, no.
I don't. Like, all those rumors, like, going around, like, with Miles Morales being in this movie, or Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, I don't believe any of that stuff. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, wait till a trailer. Stop getting ahead of yourselves with all of this, like, being like, oh, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. I can't wait till we see Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire back in the spider suits again. It's like didn't Andrew Garfield come out and literally say they never even contacted me? I know he would probably say that, even if he was in the movie, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Andrew
I just don't know what to believe anymore. True. I mean, I can't really say anything considering that Alfred Molina is coming back as Doc Ock for this movie. But
did you see that Kevin Feige was apparently pissed off that he revealed that?
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah. Like,
I mean,
like he was mad. Like it was an art. Like I didn't read the article. I just saw something on Facebook. I don't know if it was real or not. I forgot to check what the source was.
Dude, I'll bet you it's Screen Rant that will say, "Oh yeah, Kevin Feige pissed off at Alfred Molina for revealing that he's Doc Ock, coming back as Doc Ock," but then it'd be Kevin Feige actually being like, "Hey, I mean, I would have loved if we could have announce this news sooner to the release date, but you know what? I can understand why, he wanted fans to know it now, or some shit like that. It's just like them putting words into Kevin Feige's mouth.
Yeah, that's what I'm betting happened. Yeah. It's just because, like, you can't cast Alfred Molina and not, like, seriously, like, who else would he play?
Dr. Connors. I don't know.
No, absolutely not. But, yeah, I was just, no. So, like we said, I think we should just explain this real quick. All of this is speculation, so technically not spoilers, but...
True.
Yeah, that's just my theory that it's a camo function of his Far From Home suit, or his suit gets some weird shit done to it in like some multi-dimensional travel.
I can just sorry.
No, you're good.
No, I can just imagine Tom Holland going up to the like costume design people on these movies, and he's just like, "Can we get the symbiote costume in this one?" They're like, "Oh, so you mean like a black and a gold one?" No, like like a black and a white one. Well, you're getting a black and gold one. It's as close as you're getting.
Bro, that would look dope.
That would look. I mean, like, I feel this is probably the closest we're gonna get to the symbiote suit with Tom Holland's movies.
Unfortunately.
I mean, it still looks badass. Like I said, I can't wait to see this on screen. But, like, a part of me wishes that this was the symbiote suit.
Yeah. And then last but not least, we have... I'm assuming it's a Stark Tech suit. This is kind of like if Stark Tech... Yeah, this is kind of like if Stark Tech met the Spider-Man PS4 suit.
Ooh, that's a really good way to put it.
Yeah, like it has that big ass spider on it, but it's all in gold, which kind of bums me out. I think it'd look even better in white.
Yes, that would look bitchin'.
The rest of the suit outline, it's black and red. And then, like I said, with the gold spider, and then it totally looks like he has a freaking arc reactor. Let's see if I can zoom in on that picture, which I can't.
Can you tell what the hell is on his arm? Or is that supposed to be shooting out of his web?
So the arc reactor, it looks like a spider web. And then the thing on his hand straight up looks like magic.
Oh, this is some bullshit.
Yeah, like it looks exactly like Doctor Strange's thing.
Oh yeah, good hell it does.
Yeah, the only thing is like there's a little like star pattern, like kind of the Star of David pattern in the center. That's the only difference that I can see.
Ugh.
You know what I'm wondering? I'm wondering if because the whole arc reactor thing, that's weird, right?
Yes. Oh, very much so.
Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. Is that spider housing the Eye of Agamotto? And maybe he opens it, and that's why it looks like the arc reactor, and that's why he has some sort of like magic thing on his hand?
That is a very interesting theory, and like honestly, I could see that. And if that is it, I don't know if I like that happening to Spider-Man. That just seems like really out there for Spider-Man, doesn't it?
It very much does. I don't like that. Like, I am so okay with the Spider-Verse and his team up with Doctor Strange. I'm not a big fan of the Stark Tech suit. Or whatever this suit is. Like, maybe it's a magic suit?
Spider-Man doesn't need a magic suit.
I know. It's just, like, okay, I understand that he doesn't need a mentor. He did not need Iron Man to, like, build him a suit. the reason I like the Far From Home suit so much is because he designed that himself. Yes, he designed that with Stark Tech, but he designed it himself.
No, same here. And like honestly, I didn't think that I would love that it doesn't have any blue anymore. It's just red and black now, but I dig it so much because literally I actually went and replayed the Spider-Man PS4 storyline when they added the Spider-Man Far From Home suit to it because I love that suit so much. But yeah, this whole magic shit with a Stark Tech suit, just no. Are we forgetting like how smart Peter Parker really is?
I know. He freaking makes web fluid in his desk at school.
Yeah. He's a very smart kid. Stop doubting him.
Yeah, I freaking hope the other Spider-Men give him shit.
Dude, I hope so too.
Like, if they are in it. Which, have you seen that picture of Tobey Maguire and some fan going around? So some dude saw Tobey Maguire just like I think he was jogging or something, and asked him like just flat out, "Hey, are you going to be in the Spider-Man No Way Home movie?" And he says all Tobey did was smile and then run away.
It's like, how am I supposed to take? I'm sure he kind of just did that to be like, "F you guys."
Yeah, right.
For that, you know what? I appreciate that, Toby.
Yeah. These.
Dude, did you hear? I think it comes out this year. Like Tobey Maguire is actually going to be in a movie for the first time in over like 10 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Has it been that long? I feel like he's been in something recent, not like super recently, but
I don't think it has. Like, I forget what the movie's called.
Oh shit, he was a producer on Nobody.
Oh, nice.
He was the narrator in Boss Baby.
I mean, does that really count?
I guess not. Yeah, and then before that, he was Great Gatsby in 2013.
Well, no, he wasn't the Great Gatsby.
Or
he was
he was in the Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a while.
Okay, so it hasn't. Okay, so his last on-screen performance was in 2014.
In 2014?
Yes. So in 2014 he was in Pawn Sacrifice, but he is now going to be in Damien Chazelle's movie Babylon.
Nice.
So, thought that was very interesting. Can't believe it's been 6 years. Damn. Well, welcome back, Toby. We missed you.
Hell yeah, dude. He's like a super good actor.
He is. I feel like everyone just hates on him because of that whole thing with Spider-Man 3. Like, especially watch The Great Gatsby. I forget who he plays, which sucks because the movie's great and the book is great. But he is fantastic as that character. Okay.
Yeah, he does a really good job.
Not the great To Gatsby.
Yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah, I completely forgot what I was gonna say.
Nick.
Yeah, I just looked up the Spider-Man No Way Home IMDb.
Yeah.
And yeah, it doesn't look like he's on it. Like they do. So the only ones that they have are J.K. Simmons,
Okay.
Jamie Foxx, and Alfred Molina. Those are the only ones that I've seen that are like new
Oh, I was gonna say wait, Tom Holland, Zendaya are on it.
Dude, for some reason, whoever the girl that plays Betty Brant is above Tom Holland and all of them.
Wait, who's Betty Brant?
She's the blonde chick that does the morning announcements.
Oh, Ned's girlfriend in Spider-Man: Far From Home. I mean, his girlfriend for the first half.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So she, like if you look up the IMDb, she's top of the list.
What the hell?
Yeah, it goes her, then Tom Holland, then Zendaya, then Marissa Tomei, then J.K. Simmons, then Benedict Cumberbatch, and then keeps going down. But I'm just like, what? Like, how the hell does that make sense?
and we thought Doc Ock and Electro were gonna be the people to beat Spider-Man in this film. Nope, it's her. She beat Tom Holland to top billing.
Yep. Betty Brant's the real villain.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So this comes out in December, right?
Yes.
I'm hoping we get a trailer soon.
Honestly, I'm really shocked they're waiting this long. It's a frickin' Marvel movie.
I know, shit.
I mean, but it is also being distributed by Sony. We gotta remember that. So it's not gonna be like how with Black Widow, they're doing the in theater and premiere access thing. This is strictly gonna be in theaters.
Yeah.
Damn you, Sony.
Yeah. That's gonna suck. But yeah, I think IMDb they have. Yeah, I'm looking at into the Multiverse of Madness, and I think they're very limited on who they release, because right now they only have the people that have been announced. They have Elizabeth Olsen, Rachel McAdams, Benedict Cumberbatch, Benedict Wong, and then the guy that played Mordo. And then, so Mordo's coming back. That's going to be freaking dope.
Yeah.
And then,
didn't know that.
And then a new girl who's going to play America Chavez. So, anyway, getting back to the figure. I don't know how I feel about Spider-Man using magic.
I don't like it one bit. That's just me.
Yeah,
I'm
not
very
great.
interested to hear what Vic has to say about this, for how much he loves Spider-Man.
Yeah, well, this one and the gliding figure he said were his favorite.
Okay.
Which I get. It's a super cool figure. It's just what it means, I'm not a super big fan of.
I don't know, I like the black and gold and then the gliding one a lot more than this one, because I feel there's just too much going on this suit.
Yeah. Out of all of these, my favorite's the gliding and the Doctor Strange, just because I think that it's so cool just seeing casual Doctor Strange.
You imagine, so he's shoveling the snow on his driveway, and then you just see Wong just pushing the snowblower.
Yeah, right? Not even pushing it himself, using magic.
Oh, that'd be so awesome.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for this movie. This one is one of my top anticipated of the year.
Oh yeah,
just because I know that this one's going to be insane.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting how much they're going to be able to fit into 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be that length.
My money is I think it's going to be longer.
I could see it. I don't think they're going to make it Endgame long. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think they'll go Endgame long. I think they'll go close though. My money.
Infinity War long.
How long was Infinity War?
That's a damn good question.
Okay, well, whatever it is, my guess is around like 2:45.
Damn, Endgame was that short? Endgame was only 2 hours and 29 minutes.
That's it?
Yeah, I thought it was like 2 hours and 40 minutes. 2:45.
Okay, maybe I do think it's going to be Endgame long or Infinity War long. Honestly, I wouldn't be upset if it was Endgame long.
I wouldn't either, but I feel, considering that they lost the mantle for highest grossing movie of all time, I don't think they want to take away another victory from Endgame for it being the longest Marvel movie.
That's fair. Yeah, my money is going to be on a 2 hour 45 minute, 2 hour 50 minute runtime.
I like it.
Like really close to 3 hours.
I feel you kind of need to with this movie.
Yeah. The only other figure for No Way Home is the black suit with the gold webbing. That one's getting a Target exclusive 10-inch.
Yep. Which is live now. So if you guys want that, better snag it up while you can.
Yeah. All the other ones are commons, so those ones shouldn't be hard to find.
No,
I really want to go get that
exclusives,
StarTech suit in person. I just want to see it in person.
Yeah, I kind of do too. I'm hoping it shows up at like Target or Walmart soon.
Yeah, I want to see the magic symbol, because from the image that we have, it's not very clear.
This is true. This is very true.
So I want to see a little bit more detail on it.
So,
anyway.
All right, moving on to one more Funko Focus item. Caleb frickin' sent this to me, and frickin' hate him for doing it.
Okay, hold up. In my defense, Victor sent it to our Instagram.
And
I was just like, no way, this isn't real. And so I went on the Funko Hunters page and saw it. I'm just like, oh, shit.
God damn it, of course that'd be real. But, so, yeah, they finally made a comic-accurate Hawkeye. Kilt and all. It's not a kilt. I don't even know what the hell it's called.
I don't know what it's called either, because it's just part of his, like, the top.
Yeah.
Like, it's just kind of like a long shirt.
But freaking got his classic helmet with the freaking H on the top. They even like gave him his actual like yellow bow. Like he has a yellow bow straight from the comics, and I freaking love it. And I mean, thankfully it's just a PX exclusive, so it shouldn't be that too hard to find. So I don't think I've said this. So I quit Funko Pop collecting, but I made an exception with Hawkeye, just because favorite superhero. And I feel that's okay.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Because it's very rare when we get Hawkeye pops.
Lucky.
True.
Dude, I keep getting
Dude, I'm not going to be lucky when... Wait, what?
I said I keep getting bit in the ass every time. I'm just like, all right, I have all the Hulk figures I want, and then like no, another one comes out and it's just like, eh.
Dude, I might not be so lucky when they release the line for the Hawkeye series.
That's true.
So,
are you going to want those Kate Bishop ones, or are you just going to strictly go for Hawkeye?
Because it's still Hawkeye. So I'm like, damn it. But yeah, so he's just in a badass pose where he's like, the bow is like twisted to the side and he has an arrow loaded and he's freaking ready for action. And it looks so bitchin' and I want it so bad. So it's up for pre-order right now. I don't know if I want to pre-order it or not. I probably should, just in case it does sell out.
Honestly, I think I'm going to pre-order one too, because I really like the comic accurate figures. So having that one would be, it's just part of my collection.
No, and I mean, I know there's a lot of people that probably don't love comic accurate Hawkeye, but I mean, of course I do.
Yeah. Still available.
Yeah, on the Funko Pop Hunters, if you click on the actual picture of the Hawkeye page, it's available to pre-order on Mighty Hobby and Entertainment Earth.
Yeah. So the only thing that I will point out about this figure, and it's easily fixable, the H on his head and then or on his cowl, and then the lines going back, those I feel should be darker. Like those should be the color, like the purple instead of pink.
I'm wondering if that's like how it usually is, because I don't really usually look a lot at the comic accurate Hawkeye, just because like everything is based off the Ultimates nowadays. Because like even Jeremy Renner has like said like, yeah, no, I am not wearing a freaking cowl.
That's no fun.
But actually, you know what? You got a point, because looking at comic accurate, so like what was it? Like the area behind the H is actually supposed to be a little darker of purple, so that the H stands more out.
Okay, so I had it a little bit backwards.
But still, like, you're right, it's not perfect.
Yeah. Still probably going to get it, though.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy that besides Ronin, because Ronin's outfit in Endgame is it's decently close to, actually it's very close to the comic accurate one for that. The closest one that we've gotten to actual Hawkeye being close to comic accurate was probably Avengers Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
Because that one actually had purple in it. The rest have literally just been black. Which I'm not complaining. I mean, but Age of Ultron is probably my favorite one, just because it's at least close to comic accurate Hawkeye. So maybe we'll actually get something closer in the Hawkeye series. We'll see. Still haven't gotten anything for that. What the hell? My theory is we're not going to get anything until after Loki finishes. Because isn't that how they did it with Loki? They didn't showcase anything until after Falcon and the Winter Soldier finished.
They showcased a couple things, but not a ton.
Okay.
So my bet is that we're going to see, probably after Black Widow. Ooh, actually, I think we're going to get some What If promotional stuff first.
I mean, Hawkeye's going to be in that, so I'm okay with that.
In the What If?
Yeah, remember one of the storylines is what if Hawkeye killed Thor?
What?
Were
those announced?
Yeah, one of the what ifs is what if Hawkeye killed Thor in Thor.
I did not see that.
Dude, what?
Okay.
Yeah, that's like the one I'm most excited for. Not that I want Thor to die, but it would just be interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I'm so down. That is an very interesting idea.
Yeah, right? I did not expect Marvel to pull that one out of the hat.
Yeah, me either. All right. Anyway.
So yeah, that's it for Funko Focus. Moving on to 4K Spotlight. We got 2 movies being released on 4K for the first time. First up is one of Caleb's favorite movies. I actually don't know if it is. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Is it one of your favorite movies?
It's up there.
Okay.
Definitely top 10.
Nice, very nice. So this will be shockingly getting a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook as well as a bare bones 4K release. I'm pretty sure the Steelbook is actually like out of stock of pre-orders. We'll see if it comes back into stock when it is finally released. But super cool Steelbook. It's definitely a lot better than the next movie. And we'll have these on our social media platforms, so you'll be able to check these out fully, because I really can't do it justice for explaining them. So I'm not even going to try. But the next movie is Space Jam, which really is no surprise considering Space Jam: A New Legacy is coming out this month. So the 4K release looks really good. I mean, it's just Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny, but it looks, it's simple, looks really good. I know I didn't talk about the Steelbook for Scott Pilgrim, but I got to talk about the one for Space Jam, because this is one of the stupidest Steelbooks I've ever seen, and one of the worst looking I've ever seen. Literally, so it's a basketball court. It's like the floor of a basketball court. The front being Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny, and then the back. Does it want to show me? Why don't you want to show me? I swear it's the bad guys of the movie. I forget who. Do you remember the names at all? Even though you've only seen it once.
No.
Come on, Caleb. You should know this.
Yeah, well, I don't.
You bitch. Okay, yeah. So it is the bad guys. It's okay. So it's showing the purple one, and I think the big boss. But bullshit, there's no way that this one is out of stock for shipping to your home. I can ship it to my store, but I can't ship it to home. Bullshit. There's no way that this Steelbook is sold out. The inside is interesting. It has like a game plan with like Bugs Bunny drawn. Like drawn in like chalk and shit, so that's cool. But the outside is so freaking bad. Why would anyone buy this? It like pisses me off. So, needless to say, if I do get Space Jam on 4K, which will probably happen, I'm just going with the regular 4K release, because F this Steelbook. It looks like garbage. And there's a reason it's already on sale.
Yeah, I love how much shade you bring when a 4K sucks.
Well, they got to try better with these Steelbooks, because, like, I mean, at least with Space Jam: A New Legacy, they really don't have to try to top this one. Like, they could do anything and it would be better than this piece of shit.
Damn. Okay.
I'm so nice. Like I said, this will be on our social media, so you guys let us know what you think. Am I being too harsh or what? Alright, moving on to Through the Wall. We got 2 trailers to talk about. First up, Caleb, let's start with Sing 2. So, I don't know about Caleb, but Sing is actually my favorite Illumination movie still. It's my favorite movie they've ever made. I don't know what it is, but I freaking love that movie. So when they announced there was going to be a Sing 2, I was like, oh, hell yeah, finally, my favorite movie getting a sequel. After watching the trailer a second time, my hopes have been raised a little bit, but it just feels like there is a little too much going on in this movie. I guess you could say the same thing about the first one, but I felt like there wasn't as much going on in that one as there is in this one.
Dude, there is so much going on in this, and it feels like they gave up all of those storylines.
They did. Honestly, it feels like the original, hell, I don't know how many characters there are from the first one in this, but they literally just got pushed to the side. At least a little bit. Like, maybe not fully, but, like, hell, what's the elephant's name?
I don't remember.
Did she even get, like, anything to do in this trailer?
doesn't seem like it, but she did have like a little bit of like you kind of saw like a little bit with her where it was kind of like maybe she was making a love connection.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So she's going to get a love connection. The gorilla dude's going to learn how to dance.
Really? Okay, speaking of the, I think his name's Johnny. Taron Egerton made one of the funniest comments on this trailer. He's just like, you know, in the first Sing movie, I sang one of Elton John's songs, and I got to play Elton John in his biopic, so maybe for one of the songs that I sing as Johnny in this movie, I'll get to play that person in their biopic. Like,
dude, that'd be hilarious.
That would be really freaking funny.
Yeah. So it's just like there's a lot going on. I feel like this is going to be like a lot of like, you know how most movies they have like an A storyline and a B storyline?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this is going to be like an A storyline with like a shit ton of like C storylines.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah, it's going to be busy.
Like, it seems like they're all trying to put on like a certain show for this like big top wolf guy. But then you have them trying to get this musician that's given up on music back into the limelight. You have Rosita dealing with her, I guess, was it like her fear of heights, and so she's not able to perform with Gunter anymore. Ash, I don't even know what the hell Ash is doing in the movie.
Okay, dude, you've completely lost me. I have no idea who these
you don't
names...
know the names?
No, not off the top of my head. Like, I'm
Okay.
I'm figuring out because you're like talking about the trailer that we just saw, and so it's a little easier for me to like keep up. But yeah, I'm like, oh shit, like you know all these names.
Dude, I've seen Sing so many times. So Rosita is the female pig.
Okay. Yeah, I was able to pick that up. Like,
okay, and then
I'm impressed. Like, you were
okay.
You can keep going. Like, I'll figure it out.
Ash the porcupine, right? Isn't she a porcupine?
Yes.
Okay. Hell, the only thing I saw her do was like try to get the guy to come back into the limelight. And then shit, what the hell was the gorilla doing? Johnny?
Trying to learn to dance.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Freaking the tippy toe, tippy toe, tippy toe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dude, it feels like we saw the entire freaking movie.
Dude, it literally does. It really does.
Like, I'll still go and see it, but it's I'm probably not going to go see it for a while.
I mean,
I'll probably download the soundtrack before I see the movie.
Fair enough. Just because of how much I love the first one, I'll probably go see this opening weekend. But I'm really scared that there's going to be way too much put into this sequel. Like, this is turning into the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Excuse me, of Illumination movies.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time that something like this has happened.
Yeah. So, yeah.
All right, 1 out of 10.
A 7?
That's not too bad. I'm around a 6.
Okay.
Just because, and the only reason is because they gave too much story away.
No, that's fair, dude. I would have been at a 6.2 if it weren't for, like I said, how much I love the first one.
That's more than fair.
All right, next up, we got I'm assuming this is the final trailer, for James Gunn's The Suicide Squad, which is coming out. Really quickly. So Sing 2 opens this Christmas, but The Suicide Squad opens August 8th in theaters and on HBO Max.
Hells yes.
Yeah, and I mean, the first trailer did get me pumped. This got me way more pumped. I'm so freaking excited for this movie.
Dude, Oh my gosh. I've seen the trailer like 3 times. Today, like, because we watched it right before. This was the 4th time.
Hell
Still
yeah.
freaking got me laughing.
So good.
Dude, the jokes in this are so freaking good.
Dude, the weasel joke still gets me.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. That's the funniest.
Is it? I can't remember. Flag says he's killed 27 kids, right?
Yeah. So they're just talking. They're just like, so why do I have to sit next to the dog? And they're like, you think that's a dog? What kind of dog you think it is? And then they start taking guesses. And then Harley's like, no, man, that's like a werewolf. And then Pete Davidson's character just starts losing his mind and be like, holy shit, you sat me next to a werewolf? And then Rick comes from the back. He's like, yo, it's not a werewolf, man. He's a freaking weasel. Like, like he's harmless.
Like that.
And then like turns
better.
around and like goes to walk away. Then he like stops and he's like, well, I mean, he's not harmless. He did kill like 27 children.
But other than that, he's cool. He's cool.
I freaking dude.
Whereas, like during all of this, like literally the eyes on the weasel look like they're about to pop out.
Yeah, no joke. He looks like a freaking mutated ferret.
And the fact that Sean Gunn is playing him makes me so happy.
Dude, that's hilarious. That is totally it gives me the vibes, like older brother vibes, that your mom tries or tells you to include your younger brother in a project that you're doing. Just let him participate. It's good for you. And so you give him like the worst job or the weirdest job that you possibly can.
I mean, it's kind of like with Guardians of the Galaxy, how Sean Gunn like only was doing like the stand-in for like Rocket Raccoon, and then I guess he decided to add him as Kraglin too.
Yeah, I know.
Which I love because Kraglin actually became one of my favorite characters, especially in Volume 2. I freaking love him in that one.
Yeah. Freaking love it, dude. So it was between that weasel joke and when they're getting the mission brief from Amanda Waller, and she's like, we know nothing about this except that it's called Project Starfish. And then John C., or the Peacemaker, raises his hand and he's just like, so, starfish is a slang term used for a butthole. And he's like, do you think there's any correlation? She's just like, no. And he's like, and he like writes it down in his little notebook.
He's like, no, okay.
Dude, John Cena I freaking love John Cena.
I need to like I don't know. How do you feel with him in serious roles, like the Fast and Furious franchise?
I already dislike the Fast and the Furious franchises.
No, I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel he does a lot better with comedy than he does with serious.
I think he does. I think anytime he's done a serious role, it feels like he's summoning his inner WWE persona a little bit.
Yes.
And the WWE personas are cheesy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
But they are supposed to try and like be serious. So I think that I think all WWE, like any actor that I've seen coming from the WWE, and the only ones I can name off the top of my head were like, I think it was Randy Savage, Dave Bautista, and John Cena.
Dude,
they've
I'm
all
wondering
done better in comedic roles.
Okay. Are we just talking about like fighters that have branched off into acting, or are we just talking about actual like fighters?
Fighters that have branched off into acting.
Okay.
Like, I think Dave Bautista does way better in comedic roles than he does serious.
Oh yeah, because for a second, like when you were saying those, and I'm just like, I thought I was gonna feel like really old for the fact that like those were not the three that first came to my mind. If we were just thinking WWE, but never mind.
That branched off into acting?
No, I didn't know you were talking about the branching off into acting. I thought you were just like talking about like actual WWE fighters.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't watch WWE growing up. My dad always told me it's fake. And so I never got into it because I was just like, yeah, my dad we're better than this. We were not. We were. I'm pretty sure my family is specifically the demographic of people that watch WWE.
Dude, that was like one of the few things that me and my dad actually bonded over. Was watching WWE together.
Yeah. So. Yeah, never watched WWE. I knew some of the big guys. I knew Hulk Hogan. I knew Steve Austin. I knew Randy Savage, The Rock, and then didn't know anyone else until freaking John Cena.
Not even like Triple H, Kane, The Undertaker.
Nope.
What?
Yeah, I had no idea who those guys were. Like, I know who they are now, kind of.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think I still get them mixed up. But yeah, like I know them now, but growing up, that's who I knew.
Okay.
And honestly, I'm at that age. I knew, and maybe you were a little bit different. I knew Hulk Hogan was a wrestler. I knew Steve Austin was a wrestler. I did not learn until way later that The Rock was a wrestler. Like, I knew him as an actor before I knew him as a wrestler.
Yeah, I was the other way around. I knew him as a wrestler before as an actor.
Yeah, and then it moved up to John Cena, and I'm like, okay, who the hell's this dude? And then Dave Bautista was the last one.
Dude, the only reason I knew John Cena was a wrestler, because I had stopped watching WWE at that point, was because he was wearing his freaking wrestling gear in Fred the movie. As Fred's dad.
Yeah, so yeah, I think they do a lot better in comedic roles than they do serious.
Yes, they do.
But I think with a little work, John Cena could get it done.
No, I agree. I definitely agree with that.
Anyway, super pumped for this movie. This movie's going to be the shit.
Yes, it is. I love that that like DC is like really trying to get you to see this movie because James Gunn made it, because doesn't like one of the taglines in the trailer say "from the beautifully messed up mind of James Gunn"?
Yeah. Dude,
yeah.
You know what'd be insane that I was thinking about watching this? I was thinking, like, throughout this entire trailer, I'm like, okay, they have the Suicide Squad, which did okay. Like, yeah, it's not a super liked movie, but
box office wise, though, it did very well.
Yeah, and then compared to like all the other heroes, like it was like, okay, you had some hits and misses, but like I think it would be freaking hilarious for them to do a backwards MCU, like a backwards DCEU, where instead of seeing everything from the hero's perspective, you get to see everything from the villains.
Oh, I would love that so much.
Yeah, could you imagine just like the mind F of that? You build up these villains as heroes, or like you build them up not as heroes. You build up the villains as the protagonists, and then you set up the heroes as the antagonists of the movie. And so when you do have like if you were to just do this, and it's just like, okay, Joker movie, and then like the entire movie is from Joker's perspective where Batman is the antagonist, and then do that same thing with everyone else, because they're kind of doing this with, it's like Suicide Squad, and you're going to love the members of the Suicide Squad. They're going to do it with freaking Black Adam. Like, just keep it down that track. And then when you do have your big final like team up battle, it's going to be like the Injustice League.
That was so dope.
Yeah, and then
Dude.
like the whole movie, it's just like the whole movie's get like the villains that we've come to like know and appreciate and like get to know, like fall in love with their character, get their asses beat by the freaking hero. Like, could you imagine? That'd be insane.
Warner Brothers, come on, make it happen.
Yeah, no shit. It's just like, that would be so wild. And I would love every single second of it.
As would I.
Like, could you, like I couldn't even, like, fathom that. It's just like, like, someone's getting their ass whooped by Superman, but you're rooting for the villain. Like, knock it off. Like, you don't know what he's been through. That'd be so messed up.
That'd be absolutely bonkers, but I would love every minute of it.
Dude, same here. Anyway. 1 out of 10 for Suicide Squad.
I'd say I'm at a 9.
That's about where I'm at, too.
Yeah.
I'm super pumped. But just not quite at that 10 level yet.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm in a sweet spot. Like, honestly, if I'm at a 10, there's a decent chance that I'm going to get disappointed by whatever comes out.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Because I just like all that hype. I'm at a 9. 9's the sweet spot for me. 9's like that point where my expectations aren't super high, but they're not really low either. They're somewhere like right in the center, and there's a decent chance that you're going to hit the mark.
The question is, though, are you going to go see this in theaters or watch it on HBO Max?
I don't know.
I don't know, dude. I have to see this in theaters. I mean, I was the same way with Godzilla vs. Kong.
Dude, I just got put on... This comes out August... what?
August 8th.
August 8th? Yeah, I don't know. I just got put on weekend
Oh, wait, no,
shift.
sorry, August 6th. August 5th? August 6th.
Yeah, I just got put on weekend shift, so my new schedules is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday for a few hours. So it's like I can't go see it in theaters like opening weekend, but I could go see it on a Tuesday for like $5 in the middle of the day because I don't have to work.
See, there we go, discount Tuesday, bam. Dude, I don't even think Cinemark's doing that anymore, or I don't think
they can't afford to.
That's true. They haven't brought it back yet, and I don't even know if they will, like you said, because they definitely took a loss.
Could you imagine going? And
that was
like,
really freaking funny.
On a Tuesday, you're just like, hey, so $5? You probably get laughed at. Be like, yeah, that's that.
Like, you remember COVID, right? Yeah, you remember how we were closed for almost half a year? Yeah, yeah. No.
It's like, yeah, so 500,000 people are dead, and so is $5 Tuesdays. Dude, or yeah, $5 Tuesdays caught COVID and they are dead. I should have left it at the first one. The first one was funnier.
Yeah, that was freaking hilarious, dude. Not the whole death part. Very sad. Like, you know, to whoever lost someone to COVID-19, really sorry. But the whole, because of that, $5 Tuesdays dead. Yeah, that was freaking funny. So, now that we're done with trailers, what do you say we jump into our headliner, Caleb?
I say we need to hold up for a second, because I got a bone to pick with you. Have you watched the first 2 episodes of Avatar yet?
No, I have not.
Son of a bitch.
You and Emily are literally going to wring my freaking neck. Because, dude, I mentioned the whole... bet to her about if I didn't watch the first 2 episodes, you'd, like, reach out to, like, our good podcast friends and like have them make like videos scolding me, and she wants in on it.
Does she really, dude? Like,
She
give her
actually does.
the email. Like, do it.
Okay, I will. Okay.
Oh, yeah. So,
Because yeah, she's pissed at me too.
yeah, I'm gonna make a compilation video of this to post because I only have one response today, but I do have one confirmed, one maybe, and if Emily's in on this, like I'll have two. Like I'm going all freaking out finding people to freaking harass you about this. But we did get a response from the untrained eye, and he has some words to say. I have not listened to this yet.
Shit. Okay.
So
I better not cry myself to sleep, DJ. I'm just saying.
yeah, that's the only thing we know. I only listened to the beginning, like just your introduction, because I know that's what Rose is listening, or I wanted to make sure Rose could hear. So we're going to play that.
Hello, all bros. It's your old pal DJ, the next and future king of the most guested on the All Bros podcast. Hi. My name's DJ from the Untrained Eye podcast. On behalf of the Untrained Eye podcast, Beth is also here with me, but she's going to be very silent. So silent, you might even think she's not here. You might even think she's still at work, but she's not. Beth, shake your head if you're here. She's shaking her head. So, we've been asked to berate and dress down our old pal Johnny Rose for never having seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, books 1 through 3. God forbid we're not talking about the M. Night Shyamalan movie, if you could even call it that, the M. Night Shyamalan experience that he did to us. It was like, hey man, if you like this thing, not anymore. Like, Rose, if I find out that you saw that movie and that is your experience with Avatar: The Last Airbender, I'm sorry for you. I'm so sorry, because it shouldn't have been that way. It's like it would be like watching that movie before you see the cartoon is like knowing that Darth Vader is Luke's dad in A New Hope. Like, it's like watching it episode 1 through 6. It's just not the way to do it. Some people do. Those people are crazy. And if you saw that movie first, you're a crazy person, because listen, let's just get back on point here. Please watch this show. It's a crazy thing that you haven't watched it. For someone who critiques movies on the basis of all of the things that you do, including story and other things. I can't remember right off the top of my head, but all I do remember is that the story of Avatar: The Last Airbender, books 1 through 3, are one of the better stories that you're going to see. They've all got great character arcs. Listen to me. It's one of those shows that theoretically is for kids. I think it's like a Y7 or something. I'm sure it's very, very benign as far as the rating system is concerned. And maybe that put you off. But I'm telling you, this is one of those shows. This is a sneakier version of like Adventure Time, where you can watch Adventure Time. A kid can watch it and they're just like, ha, the magical dog farted. That's crazy, man. And people are made of candy. And then you can find deeper philosophical meanings in that show if you choose to, or if you just, pay a little closer attention. It's almost the opposite with Avatar: The Last Airbender. They almost beat you over the head. Listen to me. If by the end you aren't like the biggest wisher of Uncle Iroh to be alive and your actual uncle, then Rose, I got to tell you, I am going to have Caleb edit the podcast so that I can't hear you speak, because that will mean you are a monster and that you cannot be trusted, and I don't want you to influence me anymore. But I know that's not going to be the case, and I will listen to your podcast into infinity. So listen to me. Just watch the show. We love you, okay? We want to bring you into the fold of good things. We only want good things for you, Rose. That's why Caleb had us do this. And to everyone else that sent in one of these messages, you're a hero. To Caleb and Excuse me, I almost just burped on mic. How unprofessional. It's Caleb and Rose. We love you guys too here at the Untrained Eye, and we appreciate you. Thank you for always being cool with us, and I hope to dethrone Vic very soon. I can't wait to be on an episode very soon. Hey, I said very soon too many times, so it's time to go. Love you. Bye.
Damn. So if I don't like it, Caleb, you got to mute me. And
Dude, I would have no issues doing that.
damn, bro, shit.
Honestly, I absolutely agree with him. Like, your opinion no longer matters.
Fine, I'll start my own podcast. No, I won't. I'm
I'll
sure
post.
I'll love it.
No, what I would end up doing is I would still edit everything, make it sound all nice and pretty, but I would save my half separately from yours and upload them separately, and put yours on the wrong Allbro. And it's just your half of that conversation.
Oh shit,
dude! You have no idea what you're missing with this show. Like, I get it. It has a slow start. It takes a hot minute to get into it. I'll say that. Like, even for me, like, even like rewatching, it does take a second for me to like get into the groove of watching it. But the reason I persevere through those first few episodes until I get into it is because I know what's coming.
Okay. All right.
And future seasons are way better than the, I'll say, like, the opening quarter of season 1 can be a bit rough if you're not prepared for what's coming. So I'm still going to collect these, make a big video of everyone's responses to you, and send it to you.
You bitch.
And I'll play it on the show too. Like, I'll do it all. I will keep anyone who sends me a response. I'm going to continue to play it until he watches it.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the promo. Like, our promo, I don't give a shit if our promo is like, because I'll put it in like that promo slot. I will put the whole recording of anything anyone sends me into our promo until you freaking send me a message saying that you've watched Avatar.
Okay.
And I'm adding 2
right,
episodes now. You have to watch the first 4.
Okay, fine. Fine.
Yeah, dude, if our promo could be 15 minutes long, I do not give a flying shit.
Alright, well, now that I've been, scolded and shit, now can we jump into our headliner?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, so before we jump into our Albert's headliner of the evening, we asked a question on our social media. Shit, I forgot what the question was, and I just posted it like 2 days ago.
Rose.
What?
Rose.
Albers.
So the question that we asked was, what is something you were glad you talked yourself into doing? And we only got one response.
Okay, I knew we at least got one. Wasn't it on Instagram?
Yep, sure was. I just
Okay.
checked Twitter really fast just in case, but yeah, we didn't get shit for that.
Wah, wah, wah.
All right. So yeah, our question was, what is something you were glad you talked yourself into doing? And we got a response from the Back in My Day, or that's what their name is, but I think they're a podcast, and they're at Day Back In, and they said making a podcast.
Yeah, I can absolutely agree to that one.
Yeah, podcasting has been so much freaking fun. I'm so glad that we got into it. We've met some amazing people. You guys just heard from one of them, or technically two. We don't know if Beth was or was not there.
that is very true. That is very true.
Yeah, like you said, she could have been silent through that whole thing. But yeah, we've met some great people. We love interacting with other podcasts and just the random people that will answer our question of the week. Like we love it. Doing a podcast has been so much fun, and it's just been an added bonus on top of what we initially were going for, which was just getting together every week to BS like we usually do.
Yep.
Yeah, the only difference between this and a normal conversation between us is we have an intro.
Yeah, that's literally it. Well, and I'd say we actually we have kind of like an agenda.
We do, with Funko. So yeah, like Funko Focus, 4K Spotlight, and Through the Wall. Like, yes, like I understand that does seem like very scripted, very like you said, an agenda. But that's the shit we usually talk about.
This is very true. This is very true.
It's like
at least this way we're not like jumping around.
Yeah, like our conversations would just be off the wall if we didn't have this structure. But if you listen to any of our conversations, any of our like private conversations that we don't record, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be on one of those 4 topics.
Yep.
Like I'm going to be talking or BSing about the newest pop figure coming out. Like I can freaking show you our messenger chat. It's just like I'll send you links to Funko figures. You'll share the 4K spotlights or the 4K movies that you buy, and you'll send me like the digital codes. And then anytime something in the news comes out, like a new trailer or whatever, we're talking about that for a solid day at least.
That's true.
And yeah, like this show is literally our normal conversations, a bit more structured with an intro and an outro.
Yep.
Other than that,
honestly,
you're getting into our conversations.
Yeah, like honestly, whenever Caleb sends me a message on Messenger, that is literally all I see is just Rose, all capital with like 4 exclamation points. I know it's something good. I know it's something good.
Honestly, most of the time you probably know what it is.
Actually, most of the time I don't.
You don't?
Because literally whenever you send me that, I'm at work, so I haven't had a chance to like check Facebook or anything to see what it is.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, oh shit, hell yeah.
Yeah. But most of the time you'll know what I'm talking about. Like I feel like whenever you do that to me, like I know. Typically, I'd say like maybe 8 times out of 10.
Okay.
Like
Fair
there's
enough.
just those like random couple where I'm like, what? And then you'll hit me with like, did you see this trailer? Did you see this poster? Did you see this Funko? Yeah. Podcasting has been so much freaking fun. So
It
it
really
is so
has.
hard to disagree with you. But anyway, thank you for your response. We really appreciate hearing from you. And like we said, we freaking love it.
Yes, we do.
Now getting into the breakdown, only an hour and 20 minutes in.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, this is definitely gonna be a 2-hour one.
Yeah, we'll try not to make this one too long.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
we'll see. But Caleb, before we spoil the whole damn movie, why don't you tell everybody how we break down movies on this podcast?
Hells yeah.
Do not ask me what the hell that was.
I wasn't.
Okay, good.
So, if you are new to our breakdown system, we've split movies into 8 different categories that we individually grade to come to a final All Bros letter grade. And the 8 categories that we score are story, writing, acting, character development, effects, music, costumes, and then we give it our own personal grade at the very end. And those numbers get added up, put into our magic rating machine, and spits out a schoolhouse letter grade for us at the very end. So, without further ado, if you have not seen Luca, which it's available on Disney Plus right now, if you guys want to go check it out, Rose is about to spoil the entire freaking movie for you. So if you listen past this point, it is your own damn fault.
Yes, it is. Alright, so, in the 1950s, Luca Pagulo, a timid young sea monster living off the coast of the Italian city Porto Rosso, herds goatfish and is forbidden by his parents to approach the surface as humans might hunt him. One day, Luca meets Alberto Scorfano, a fellow sea monster child who lives alone above the surface, claiming that his father simply is not around much. Alberto encourages Luca to adventure out of the ocean, showing him that sea monsters look exactly human when dry, but return to their true forms when wet. Luca follows Alberto to his hideout, where the boys connect while making and riding a makeshift fragile Vespa. Upon discovering their son's actions, Luca's parents plan to send Luca to live in the deep sea with his uncle Ugo. Or is it Hugo?
I think
Was
it
it
was
Hugo or
Hugo.
Hugo. Okay. In retaliation, Luca and Alberto run away to Porto Rosso to find a Vespa and travel the world. The boys run afoul of Hercule Visconti, a local bully and repeat champion of the Porto Rosso Cup race, but Julia... Man, these last names are killing me. Marcovaldo, a young girl, helps them escape. In hopes of winning the money needed for a Vespa, the boys and Julia form a team for the triathlon, which involves swimming, pasta eating, and biking. Unable to swim without revealing themselves, Luca and Alberto respectively take on the biking and pasta eating races, while Julia takes the swimming race. Hercule, I think that's how you say it, Hercule vows to beat the group. While the boys befriend Julia's fisherman father, Massimo? Do you remember how they say it in the movie?
Yeah, Massimo.
Luca's parents head to the surface to find their son. Julia teaches Luca about school, and the two bond over a love of learning, especially about astronomy. Alberto becomes jealous of Luca and Julia's growing friendship. When Luca starts ignoring Alberto's advice and tries changing their plans to going to school instead of traveling, he and Alberto fight. In anger, Alberto intentionally reveals his true form to Julia. Luca feigns surprise at the transformation, and a heartbroken Alberto is driven off by Hercule. Julia later deliberately splashes water on Luca to calm him down, seeing his true identity. She then sends him away for his own safety. Luca attempts to reconcile with Alberto and discovers that Alberto's father abruptly abandoned him long ago, making Alberto think he was a bad kid who should not have friends. Luca sets out to win the Vespa on his own to make things right. After several mishaps, Luca takes the lead in the bicycle race, but is forced to take shelter when it starts to rain. Alberto arrives with an umbrella, but Hercule knocks it away, and both boys are revealed as sea monsters. They flee Hercule, who now intends to harpoon them. Julia helps by smashing her bike into Hercule's, but she is injured. Luca and Alberto turn back to help her and are defended from monster hunters by Massimo, who reveals that the boys are his friends. He also points out that they have crossed the finish line and won the race. Other disguised sea monsters reveal themselves, including Luca's family, and the townsfolk happily welcome them. Meanwhile, Hercule is humiliated by his henchmen who were fed up with his abuse. Luca and Alberto purchase a Vespa, but the latter sells it to buy a train ticket for Luca, allowing him to go to school in Genoa with Julia. Luca's family, Massimo and Alberto, see Luca and Julia off at the train station, where they all promise to stay in touch. During the credits, Luca meets Giulio's mother and attends school over the following year while showing off his sea monster appearance, watching humans walk on the moon with Julia on television the following year. Massimo becomes Alberto's adoptive father, and Alberto and Luca's family enjoy interacting with the humans in Poderoso. In a post-credit scene, Hugo talks to a stray goatfish about how great his life is in the depths of the ocean. I don't know how I missed this, but I didn't even know that, like, the whole credit scene where Luca meets Julia's mother, and then Massimo, like, takes on Roberto as his, like, adoptive son. I didn't even know that shit happened. I only knew about the end credits.
Okay. That description was a little bit misleading because those were just things that were in the credits as pictures.
I was gonna say it's some bullshit.
Yeah, so that's stuff that didn't technically happen.
Okay, whoever wrote this Wikipedia, the hell, you asshole.
Yeah. Anyway, so we ended up giving the story a 91.
Not bad.
Yeah, definitely not bad. I freaking loved this story. It was so much freaking fun.
Like I was telling Caleb, the story definitely plays it safe for Pixar, but that doesn't mean that it's not good, because it really is.
Yeah. There was this whole like debacle over Luca saying that this was their first queer movie. Like that Luca and Alberto were like had a romantic relationship, and I'm like, no.
I only saw friendship there.
Yeah, same thing. Like same with
Like,
Julia. Like there wasn't a love connection there. It was a friendship.
Yeah.
Like a really like just a deep-seated friendship, and to like how the hell do you make this movie so freaking political? It's so dumb.
Welcome to America.
Fair.
We've been expecting you.
Yeah, like that wasn't even like a kind of there wasn't even like a slight nod towards that happening, but everyone just freaking turned it into a thing, which whatever, like true or not true, like I could give two shits.
No, yeah, I could give two shits too, but like honestly, I saw it as like with the whole situation with Roberto's dad, like Luca was honestly the only family he actually like kind of grew to be accustomed to, and so like they really grew like a brother relationship.
Yeah, that's what it felt like more than a love connection.
Yeah.
So leave it to people to freaking mess shit up. But yeah, like the story that they told of Luca being someone that just follows the rules no matter what, into a rule breaker and coming into his own as a person and a sea monster, and accepting himself and being able to feel like he can show himself. Like, I definitely feel that there's a certain, like, this could be an allegory of coming out of the closet in a way. Like, you could manipulate it that way, but
fair enough.
But yeah, like, I think there's like hints of it there, and so I mean, I guess in that way it's not wrong, but
Yeah.
I think that the relationship between Luca and Alberto was drastically exaggerated.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, this movie was so much freaking fun. Like, it was such a good story. Like, the pacing was so good. Like, I don't think it slowed down at all. Like, it kept you engaged. Didn't lean on any particular scene too hard. I think everything flowed really well.
Yeah, I think it's an hour and 45 minutes. Shit just flew by.
Yeah. Honestly, the only reason that I docked it was for the training montage. I think if anything, the training went on a tad long, but not enough for it to bring it down significantly. Like, this is me nitpicking.
Yeah, no. I think I can definitely agree with that. Because hell, they had a week to train, right?
Yes.
And then how long was the training montage?
It was a pretty decent amount of time. It's like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's way too much for a week. I get like a month, but
yeah, that's for sure. But yeah, like I said, that's just pure nitpick. But I really like this story. Like, it makes you fall in love with all the characters. Freaking gets you in the feels super hard.
Yeah, I told Caleb, Pixar once again, freaking assholes at the ending with the whole like Roberto and Luca having to part ways. Shit, freaking got me. Freaking assholes.
Yeah. But, so good. Like, so freaking good. But yeah, like we said, story is sitting at a 91.
Rightfully so.
Yeah. Moving on over to writing, we are sitting at an 87.5.
Okay, out of the two boys, who do you feel had the stronger writing?
I'd have to give it to Luca. I think Alberto had a few lines that were just maybe overly repeated.
I think like Roberto kind of falls into like the comedic sidekick a little bit, but then he gets the whole what's the word? Emotional scene with like him being like, hey, you know, my father's been gone since I was a little kid, and I always thought it was because I was a bad kid. But I don't know. I saw Alberto like just throwing like it felt like quip after quip out at Luca.
It was very much quip after quip with him. Like, every other line felt like a joke. And for the most part, it worked. It was just, in the long run, it's just, okay, a little bit too much.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But I really enjoyed it. I think what I docked the most for was maybe a lot of the extras and like the sea, or like not what was his name, the bully, Hercule.
Yeah, like, yeah, or however the hell you say his name.
Yeah.
Hercule, whatever.
This would have been a really good episode to have DJ on to pronounce the Italian names.
That would have been awesome. Yeah, shame. I'm just gonna say right now, shame on me for not posting the want to be a guest on our episode. I'm so sorry about that.
Nah, you're good.
No, Caleb, I'm not.
Yeah, so like I said, yeah, Hercule was the only one that I was just like, okay, your writing's like is super lame.
I mean, but I guess you can kind of excuse that because like you're supposed to hate him because he's the bully, town bully.
Yeah, so I was able to forgive it a little bit. I mean, obviously, it's only like 4 points. Like it's only a 4-point difference. Technically, 3.5 point difference. But
True.
yeah, I like just between the story and writing. I just had a few more issues with the writing than I did with the story.
No, I can definitely agree with that.
Yeah, but honestly, everyone else like felt really good. I think. Julie?
Did you feel the? Oh, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I think Julie, out of the 3 main characters, because I consider her one of the main characters. Out of the 3, I think she was maybe the weakest.
That's fair. You can definitely tell that Luca and Alberto got the stronger writing. But I'll fully admit the writing they gave her when they first get to town, and they're trying to like get her to say how to enter the contest, and she's like kind of getting like frustrated at them.
Yeah. So it was all right.
How'd you feel? How'd you feel about the writing for Luca's parents?
Honestly, I really enjoyed them. I think his dad was on the weaker side too. His was a little bit, again, like probably the same issue that I had with Alberto. A little too over the top funny.
Yeah, that's I especially feel with that the whole when they first get to Potoroso, and they're trying to figure out which one is Luca, and what is it? He freaking knocks the ice cream cone out of the kid's hand.
Yep.
Like, damn, way to jump to conclusions, Dad.
Yeah, no joke, dude. The funniest freaking scene is when the mom freaking bushwhacks all of those kids to push them in the fountain.
Yeah, that was freaking amazing. I loved that scene so much.
Dude, she was just freaking wrecking. Like, it was so funny because she kicked the ball and it like hits some kid in the face. And then he goes, or I think it was a girl. She goes flying into this fountain, and she's just like, oh. And so she goes and plays soccer and just like knocks all these kids in the fountain, trying to expose which one's Luca.
Oh, that's some funny shit.
Yeah. I just loved everything that they were doing in this. It was so good. But yeah, when it comes to the dad, I think he was just like over the top funny. I think he could have been a little bit more serious.
Yeah, okay, I can agree with that.
Yeah. I don't know. It just made him feel like, just the way he was written, I think it just made him feel like he didn't care as much.
Yeah, no, you got a good point there.
Yeah, so. Yeah. Anyway, so like I said, writing sitting at an 87.5. All right, let's move on over to acting. I graded the top 3, Luca, Alberto, and Julia.
Yep.
And then I just counted everyone else as an extra.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. So I think we were unanimous on this one. Yeah, we both agreed that it's sitting at a 90.
Like, honestly, looking at the cast list after I finished it, I didn't even I couldn't even tell who played Luca and Alberto. So after seeing who it was, I'm like, holy shit, it was those two guys?
Yeah, so Luca was played by Jacob Tremblay, who has been in a few movies that we've broken down. He's been in The Room. He's been in The Good Boys.
Yep.
I feel like he's been in
Is
another
that it?
one. I know it's not. I know it's not the only movie he's been in. Or, yeah, he was in The Room. He was in Wonder. Good Boys. Maybe that is all he's been in.
Yeah, I think it's just those.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in Wonder, but we never broke that down.
No, we didn't. Yeah, so Jacob Tremblay. Alberto was voiced by Jack Dylan Grazer, who is in the It movies. He was also in Shazam. Then Julia was voiced by Emma Berman, which she has only done one other feature, or actually, she only did a TV series called Go Go Corey Carson.
I mean, damn, she knocked it out of the park with this performance. So
Yeah, I think she did.
hope
Damn
she
good
gets more
job.
work.
Yeah, then Luca's parents were, or Daniela and Lorenzo, were voiced by Maya Rudolph and Jim Gaffigan. Which I freaking love Jim Gaffigan.
He's really good. I feel I can recognize Maya Rudolph like anywhere.
I
Very
actually
hard
couldn't
not to
with this
recognize her voice.
performance.
Really?
Yeah, it took
she
me a
was-
minute.
She was the only one that I recognized. I couldn't recognize Jacob Tremblay or Jack Dylan Grazer or even Jim Gaffigan. I actually didn't even recognize his voice. But yeah, no, Maya Rudolph. I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, that is definitely Maya Rudolph. Nothing
Yeah.
against her. I think she's great at voice acting. It's just like to me at least, her voice is very recognizable.
Yeah. Everyone else, I'm not seeing any like big names that I'm recognizing. The only other one that I kind of recognized was Uncle Ugo, who was voiced by Sacha Baron Cohen.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I feel if you're gonna put Sacha Baron Cohen in your movie, shouldn't you give him like a little bigger role?
I don't know if he is super big on doing animated work.
Okay, true. Fair enough.
I don't know if that's true, so no one quote me on that. But
I mean,
it just
yeah,
doesn't
I
seem
mean,
like
I
he's
have no
done
idea.
a lot of animated.
No, you're probably right.
Yeah, it's always been a lot of Oh,
He was
maybe
in
I'm wrong.
Les
He was
Miserables.
he did the voice for Julian in Madagascar.
Oh my god, that was him?
Yeah,
I never knew that.
I did
Oh,
not
shit.
either.
Well, I'll be damned. That's
no
freaking
joke.
awesome.
Yeah, did he do it for all of them? Yeah,
It
he
lo-
sure as hell did.
Yeah, yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, but most people would probably recognize him as Borat.
Yeah, which I still haven't seen the first one or the second one.
Yeah, I haven't either, but
I want
That's
to,
cool.
just haven't gotten around to it.
yeah. So like I said, I graded the Luca, Alberto, and Julia, and then I did everyone else as extra.
Yeah, same here.
So out of the top 3, like how would you personally rank them?
I don't. Jacob Tremblay's number one, definitely, because super solid performance. I think he did an amazing job. I would actually give number two to what's her name? Emma Berman for Julia. I actually was very shocked with how much I loved her performance. She did an amazing job, and nothing against Jack Dylan Grazer. It's just like Alberto kind of is the like, was it the laughable sidekick, the one that gets all the jokes out, and so like I kind of I liked the other two's voice performances more than his, just for the fact that like they got a little more serious than him, even though he does get his serious moments. So it's nothing against him, but that's probably how I'd rank it.
Honestly, I absolutely agree with you.
Hell yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I think Alberto's was just a little bit more, needed a bit more enthusiasm, I feel. Like, I think there was just something, like, lacking behind the voice.
No, I mean, I'll give him this. Like, there was a lot of enthusiasm when they first meet.
Yeah, there's lots of it, and then
Like,
it feels like it just kind of goes away.
Oh yeah, no.
I think it's just consistency, and Jacob Tremblay and Emma Berman were able to keep Luca and Julia at the same enthusiasm throughout the movie.
Yes, I absolutely agree.
Yeah, like, I think it was just not the same enthusiasm throughout. It was more the appropriate tones. And I think that there was sometimes where Alberto was sad but sounded overly sad.
That's a good way to put it.
And then like with Luca and Julia, they were able to nail their performances. Like, they were down. Like, everything matched what I felt the tone was.
Yes.
But yeah. So we ended up giving the acting a 90, like I said. Moving on over to character development. I graded Luca.
Yeah, as did I.
Yeah. So with Luca's story, or his arc, like, I felt it was a pretty solid arc. Like, we both agreed it was a pretty solid arc, because we ended up giving it a 92.
Hell yeah, not bad at all.
Yeah, so with Luca, he is a very rule-following type of child.
Yes, very, very much so.
Yeah, and so when he starts kind of exploring and expanding his horizons a little bit more, his parents freak out and threaten to send him away with their uncle, or with his uncle, who lives in the deep ocean. And this dude is just like the creepiest guy. He like has see-through skin and can stop. Apparently, the oxygen is too rich when they're super high, and so his heart stops a couple times.
Didn't Luca have to like just like freaking elbow him right in the?
Yeah, his dad just
chest?
like, son, I'm going to need you, like, you see that big red thing? I'm just going to need you to punch it as hard as you can. Like, it's so weird.
Yeah, it was. But it was funny.
Yeah. So, yeah. And then he runs away and he thinks that I can go see the world, because he wants to get a Vespa and ride off into the sunset with his friend, or his new friend that introduced him to all these things that the humans do. And you see him do that, and you kind of see him become more and more confident with himself as a human, and then you kind of see it when that gets challenged into exposing or revealing that he's actually a sea monster. You kind of see that hesitation and that drawback and everything. And then when he finally does accept that he's going to have to reveal himself, like, it feels so earned.
No, I absolutely agree. Really quickly, how did you feel about when Luca and Alberto's friendship was tested with the whole, hey, I don't want to put that money anymore towards getting a Vespa. I want to put it now towards going to school. We should go to school. And that leads to basically them kind of starting to part ways. How did you feel about that character development between those two?
I really enjoyed it because Luca found that there was another option, that there were more options than just riding a Vespa and going and exploring the world and learning about things outside of this world, which makes sense.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, at least for his character, because he like, the way that he starts off, he's like, oh, I want to learn more about the human world, and then he's learning that there's all these worlds and everything outside of even Earth. And he's like excited to learn about that stuff as well. And it just makes sense for the character that he's wanting to expand outside of what is discoverable. Like, everything that he wants to explore has always been out of reach. And so seeing that he wants to explore the human world, which has always been out of reach because of the restrictions his parents had put on him, he's like, oh, I want, like, he has that urge to go and explore that. And then once he learns that there's something past the human world and something also, like, very quote unquote unobtainable, like, he wants to push to go discover that and become an astronaut. And I just love that progression for him. Like, it was so good. Like, it was so freaking good.
No, like, honestly, for a simple Pixar film, it actually has very deep character development for Luca, honestly.
Yeah, it honestly does. But yeah, like, the test of friendship, like, I feel like the test, I think, if anything, that's probably what I brought my character development score down for, was the relationship between Luca and Alberto. And I think it was more Alberto that was distancing himself from Luca, or not feeling included.
Yes, yeah.
And having those bits of jealousy. I think Luca wanted to include him, but it's just he wasn't interested in going and exploring the stars.
Yeah.
I think Alberto's character wanted to just have someone to connect with, and when he found Luca, he felt very maybe attached to Luca, and so exploring the world and all that, they were going to be, like, together forever. And then when he starts hearing all these plans that he's making with Julia, I think that was tough for him to hear, because he's like, oh, so now Luca's going to leave me too to go and do this.
Yeah, completely understandable. I get where the kid's coming from.
Yeah. And I think hearing from the end, which was not animated, it was just like the random pictures in the credits,
assholes,
apparently gets adopted by Julia's father. Like, he kind of gets that that sense of family.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah, it makes me happy too. So I think everyone kind of got what they were searching for between Luca and Alberto. I don't think Julia was technically looking for anything other than a win for the triathlon.
Yeah, so kind of like what she says, that she only comes into this city every summer to visit her dad all the for the rest of the year she's off with her mom going to school. So whenever she comes to this town, like they consider her kind of like the weird girl, not the one that's just only comes here occasionally. She's just out there. So she wants to be able to say, "Ha, I won, bitches, kiss my ass." I mean, let's hope she wouldn't say that. But
maybe not exactly in those terms, but yes.
but like in a Pixar way of saying it like that.
Yeah, it's more the idea.
Yeah, see, there we go. It's the thought that counts.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was like a really solid arc, and it showed like the highest, like it showed us that build up. It showed us where Luca was at the beginning, did that build up, challenged that build up when it came to like exposing himself, and then just kind of kept riding that high where he became like I loved that. I loved that it was just like an incline, and it plateaued when his new ideas, new feelings, new experiences were being challenged, and then just kept going up from there when he finally goes off to go to school and all that. So I freaking loved it, like how they did that.
Same here.
So yeah, character development, like I said, sitting at a very solid 92. Next up we got effects, which is sitting half a point higher than character development. It's sitting at a 92.5.
Not bad.
Yeah. And I was the harsh one on this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm kind of shocked.
Which I wasn't like that harsh. I'm still in the 90s. But I think what kept me from going fully to the to a 95 or even 100 was I think the animation could have been maybe better.
No, I can absolutely agree with that, because like I'm not trying to sound like Pixar bias here, even though this is Pixar, but the animation in Luca is like, it's nothing compared to like how amazingly realistic like the Toy Story movies have come. Like the animation in the beginning of Toy Story 4 with the whole like rain shit, and just like how like much they've improved on the way the humans look, it's incredible. Like it's amazing animation. You can definitely tell with this they definitely went for a more stylized look for Pixar, which definitely works for the movie. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you're like comparing it to other Pixar animation, it's definitely not up to like what we hold as a Pixar standard.
Yeah, like my Pixar standard, at least for a movie that was stylized like this, my standard's Coco.
Oh hell yeah!
Like
Yes.
I wasn't going to try and compare it to Toy Story 4 or Soul, because Soul had a very realistic feel to it as well.
Yeah, you're definitely on the right track here with comparing it to Coco. My bad.
This was a little bit more animated, but I feel like they could have done a lot more with the scale of everything. Like everything it felt really small.
It did, and I mean I'm sure that's what they wanted it to be.
Maybe it's not even like necessarily the scale, because the scale of Coco was freaking ginormous. But at least like when they did those shots, I think they could have done just a little bit more to make the stylization pop a little bit.
No, that's fair. I can definitely agree with that.
Like when I think of Toy Story 4, like that rain scene definitely comes to mind, and I feel like that rain scene definitely makes the everything else pop a little bit. Like their animation and everything. And with characters that are water-based, I feel like you had such a great opportunity to explore that a little bit more. go into some really good water effects, but I don't think the water looked that great for this.
No, like honestly, like it was no like freaking Finding Nemo water.
Yeah, or freaking The Good Dinosaur. Like, I know that movie isn't great, but the water in that looked amazing.
Like, actually, I might say that Moana's water actually looked better than Luca's.
Yeah. With another freaking water-based character, you kind of expect a little bit more.
Yeah, a little bit. No.
But yeah, other than that, I did really like the character design for Luca and Alberto. I think the hair was really cool. I loved like how they transformed.
That was super cool. I loved that.
Yeah, and I loved how it was just like anytime they would get wet, it would be like one thing on them. Like you could see where it got them wet. So like when it was raining, you could see these little specks of him transforming into the sea monster, which looked super cool.
I feel that's such great attention to detail with the people that worked on the animation for this movie. So kudos to you guys.
Yeah, I think one of my other like favorite scenes is when Luca sees the fish getting chopped up at Julia's house, and then he spits the water on Alberto, and just the way that it, like, you could see this splatter all over Alberto's face, and like how it's like half human, half sea monster. It looked super cool.
It really did. I loved it. Ugh.
Yeah. So, like I said, effects sitting at a 92.5. Moving on over to music, we're actually sitting at a 7. You were a little higher on this one, and I know we round down.
Can I actually change my answer on this one? Because I actually do want to bump it down to a 7. Because now thinking about it, there's really nothing that really like sticks out. If I'm really thinking about it.
Yeah, so we'd still be at a 7.
Okay, but I know, but like personal wise, like I do want to bump down to a 7.
Yeah, we can do that for sure.
All right, cool.
Yeah, the music was good. It fit the tones that it was going for. I think they could have done a little bit more Italian music.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, I think Coco hit the like the Mexican Spanish music like really hard, and it's just like I felt like they were lacking in this. I felt like it didn't sound too like Italian to me. It just sounded just very basic music. What you would expect from like a typical Pixar movie, almost like Toy Story. Like the Toy Story movies. Like I know that like the Toy Story movies have like their 1 or 2 hits.
Yeah.
But when you're
like if you
minus
don't
those,
hear, if you don't hear "You Got a Friend in Me" at least once in a Toy Story movie, there's something wrong with that Toy Story movie.
Yeah. So it's just like it was an okay soundtrack.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I think what music they did have enhanced the scenes. I don't think not enhanced. What's the word I'm looking for? It fit the scene, but I don't think it enhanced the scenes or made the scenes any better.
Yes. Yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
Yeah. So music is sitting at a 7. Moving on over to costumes, we're sitting at an 8. So, so with an animated movie, when we talk about costumes, we're talking about like whatever they're wearing or just the character design in general.
So, I mean, did you base this off of also how they looked as sea monsters with how they looked as humans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, you go.
No, you're good. I would say out of the two, I probably liked Luca's sea monster design better than Alberto's.
I can give you that.
But both of them are great. I feel their like normal human clothes are good. I love the fact that they never put on shoes throughout the whole movie. I freaking love that feature. That was a really nice addition. It was hilarious.
I think the only transformation that I had any issues with was maybe Luca's mom. And I don't know what it was. I think it was just maybe the lack of nose.
That is fair. That is absolutely fair.
Yeah, and then it's just like her mouth kind of stuck out a little far. And so when she was transforming back and forth between sea monster and human, it didn't feel like the same character like it did with Luca's dad or even Luca and Alberto.
Yeah.
So I think that's something I docked for. But other than that, like the costumes or like the outfits that they were wearing, they fit pretty well. No real complaints there. It's just
I really don't have none.
Yeah.
On that regard, or in that regard.
Yeah. But yeah, everything else really good. I really like the character design. So I think an 8 is a really good score for the costumes.
No, I definitely agree.
All right, and then that brings us to our personal grade. So Rose, you want to start us off?
I would love to. So, I'll admit, when the trailers first came out for this movie, I was kind of like, okay, it looks good. Like, I kind of like expect a different animation from Pixar. It was going to be interesting, but like I'm not fully on board. I'm not like super excited for it. But after watching it, yes, it's a very simple Pixar movie. They definitely keep it safe, which it's never wrong to do that. Sometimes I can understand why Pixar does that. But even though they played it safe, that does not mean that this movie is not good, because this is a hell of a good Pixar movie. Great story, great characters, great emotional elements added into the mix. Yeah, I finished this movie with a smile on my face. I had a really good time watching this, and I'm really glad that I did. So I'm gonna go a solid 90.
Nice. I'm gonna go up a little bit higher. I'm actually sitting at a 92.
Hell yeah.
Like you said, I had so much fun with this movie, and it was just like it's just an overall amazing time. Like it hit me in the feels. All the comedic notes, like all those hit me pretty well. I had no real issues with the movie in general. So, yeah, I think the message, like, you could definitely do a really deep dive into the meanings of this movie, especially if they were going for its first LGBT character, which I personally did not get those vibes from. I think they told a story that would fit for anyone in the LGBT community.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I just don't personally feel like that's what they were going for. But
No,
I think they did. I think they did a really good job overall with this movie. I had lots of fun with it. But yeah, so like I said, I'm going to set a 92, which averages us out to a 91. And so that concludes this breakdown, and the final All Bros letter grade for Luca is a B+.
Nice.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Not too shabby.
So it is sitting at an 88.62%.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, so this is sitting right below How to Train Your Dragon at 88.3, The Invisible Man at 88.2, The Prom at 88.1, and then Raya and the Last Dragon at 87.8.
Very, very nice.
Or
I'd say
no,
that's a
I'm
really
sorry.
good song.
It's sitting above those ones.
Okay. Because, yeah, I would definitely say I did enjoy it more than Raya.
Yeah.
Little
And then it's below the Unicorn Store at 88.8.
Okay.
The Mitchells versus the Machines at 89. Rise of the Planet of the Apes at 89.2. Knives Out at 89.3. And Black Panther at 89.3. Or Knives Out is 0.31. Black Panther is 0.34.
Okay. So, yeah, not bad at all.
Yeah, I think it definitely has a really good home.
No, I absolutely agree.
So it's in a B, it's in the B plus range, and it is out of 32 B plus movies, it is ranked number 15.
Okay, that's not bad.
So it is sitting between Rocket Man on the high end and Nightmare on Elm on the low end.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
Yeah, so I think it has a pretty decent home.
No, I agree. All right. So, I feel that brings us to our conclusion of this week's breakdown of Luca. If you guys liked what you heard, be sure to follow and subscribe to us wherever you listen to podcasts. We are damn near everywhere. We are on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, RadioPublic, Radio.com, Spotify, and so much more. You can also catch all of our episodes on YouTube as well as some bonus episodes whenever the hell we get around to actually posting them.
Honestly, I think we need to get to that point of just like not promising that.
Yeah, I agree. Because we're so bad at that.
Yeah.
If you want to, be sure to follow us on our social media. You can DM us there with episode ideas, answers to our question of the week, or if you would like to join us, we will gladly have everyone on, and that is, besides our email, that is the best way to contact us if you would like to be a guest on one of our episodes. When it comes to all that good social media goodness, if you want to contact us or just check us out on any of those, for Facebook, it is facebook.com/the Allbros. Twitter and Instagram. Wow. Twitter and Instagram at the Allbros. For our email, it is theallbroschannel@gmail.com. Then if you want to go check out our website, it is tinyurl.com/the Allbros. Got a little bit more information about us if you want to learn more about our amazing broship. I actually don't even think we showcase how we became friends on there or anything. So I kind of just lied about that. But
yeah, I don't think I put that stuff on there.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Also, if you guys want to buy some of our merch, you can check us out at tpublic.com/user/the Allbros channel. And that is where Caleb uploads all of his amazing episode art. So you can get, let's say, Spiral or what's The Hunt. All of that episode art on a t-shirt, a mug, sweatshirt, whatever you would like. Bam. Looks so badass on something like that. So yeah, be sure to check that out on TeePublic. Yeah, if you guys want to give us any feedback, good or bad, just don't make us cry, please. or at least not make me cry. I tend to get very emotional. Either way, we would love to hear from you guys. Going off the social media and email, just hit us up on any of those. If you guys have any nice criticism, or if you guys want to just call us jackasses and you're both pieces of shit, go for it.
You know what? Try to make us cry.
Bet.
We don't give a
Bet
shit.
you can. So next week, we will be breaking down the fifth, and supposedly final Purge film, The Forever Purge, which released July 2nd. So, we all know that I'm freaking stoked, and I know Caleb is excited as well, because we both actually really do enjoy the Purge films. So, be sure to tune in next week to see how this one fares up against the other four. But until then, this has been the All Bros Podcast. I am Jonathan.
Nah, I'm Caleb.
And we will catch you guys next week. So long.
Deuces.